Welcome to 50 Shades of Chateau with Ida Levine.
Oh, hello sis. You're right, doll. Sorry, man. I've been waiting here over 20 minutes already. So I started doing my mindfulness exercises and I think I nodded off. Yes, I think I had. But I started dribbling. It was terrible, Cecil. Terrible. But I'm ready now. Okay. Sylvie, can you bring me my cup of tea? Sylvie. For God's sake, stop watching Egoli reruns. Right. Hello everybody and welcome to episode 7 of Ida Levine's 50 Shades of Chateau. The podcast that puts the sauerkraut on your salt beef sandwich. This week, you'll be pleased to know that Boris Johnson has announced that he is taking time out of his busy schedule to take charge of COVID. So, at last, things should start getting back to normal. He has already eased the lockdown for us, bringing us closer in line with Dominic Cummings. It's a long time, since I've had 6 men in my garden. And my gardener Pele, who comes from Rio, has finally come back to trim my bush. He's very clever with his clippers, What I like calling him giving my bush a Brazilian. Now, it's week 12 of lockdown, and this week I would like to talk to you about our wonderful National Health Service, which is truly a great British institution, and I want to celebrate all the Africans and Asians and Eastern Europeans who have come over here to make it work. Thank God for immigrants, huh? Of course. I myself am an immigrant. I originally came to England 8 years ago on a cultural exchange. You got me, and South Africa got a lecture tour from my good friend Sherry Blair. She was delivering a talk called The Millions, How to Stay Afloat in a Sinking Society. Then you wouldn't let her back in the country, so I ended up staying. That was 2012, when I was South Africa's cultural ambassador for the Olympics. I was still drinking then, and I spent most of my time getting legless with Oscar Pistorius. Lovely man, but he did keep trying to follow me when I went to the bathroom. But now I'm here, the Dame Janet Sussman of the Home Counties, and I'm talking to you from my discreet but gracious Hello Magazine featured Pied de Tete in Berkhamsted Garden suburbs. Now, Pied de Tete is French, one of the very, very many languages I speak. I'm very good with my tongue. I also speak English, Afrikaans, Zulu, Xhosa, Sotho, Yiddish, and Hebrew, and sometimes all at the same time. The other day, I was in shul, and I found myself singing Inkosi, Asikalele, I Africa, hey! Oh my God, I was so embarrassed. But at least I'm culturally inclusive. And as I like to see myself as a role model, someone a parent can point at as a lesson to their children, I know my 2 children have benefited from a supported upbringing. I remember the day my lovely daughter Erica told me that she was a lesbitarian. Of course, I was a little shocked, but I phoned my good friend Ellen DeGeneres and said, Ellen, I think my daughter's a lesbiterian. And Ellen said to me, don't worry, Ida, it's not catchy. So I told Erica she should follow her heart, and look at her now. Head of security for my good friends Harry and Meghan. In some corner of Los Angeles that will be forever Sussex. And she doesn't just do security, you know. During lockdown, she is also acting as their handyman. Only last week, Meghan got her in to tear up her carpet. So, I like to think of myself as a shining example of how to rise from the humblest of beginnings to become the Mother Teresa of fashion. My struggle should be a beacon of hope to all. Now, you know, my good friend Guy Ritchie wants to make a movie of my life. He's going to call it Locks, Frocks and Two Smoking Bagels. Meanwhile, you'll be relieved to know that Betty White has been found alive, surrounded by wildlife in her Los Angeles home. And I think I know why we haven't seen her for a while. Have you noticed that Betty White and Captain Tom have never been seen in the same room together? Of course, I should give him his full title, Honorary Colonel Sir Captain Tom Moore. Retired. Anyway, what was I talking about? No idea, I lose track. Yes, our brave doctors and nurses. Now that we've stopped giving them the clap on Thursday nights, we can support them in other ways. My mother always wanted me to be a doctor, but the nearest I've come is joining my neighbour Esther's sewing circle. We run our PPI from whatever is to hand. The other day, I made a dozen face masks out of my old thongs and 5 full sets of doctor's scrubs out of one of Sylvie's house coats. So, have a look around and see if you can find something to convert into protective clothing. And don't worry, this is an emergency and they'll be grateful even if it is nylon or polyester. But remember to run it through a boil wash first. I'll leave you all with that thought now, but I will see you again next week for the next episode of Ida Levine's 50 Shades of Scheitel, when I will be demonstrating how to use baking soda if you can't find yeast, and yogurt if you can't shift it. Cecil, I'm done for now, my dear. You can turn off. But for God's sake, don't forget to buy grease for your U-bend. Thanks, my lovely. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.